When your opponent decides they're gonna just full attack you, like kind of throw caution to the wind, no worrying about defense, they're just gonna come with everything they have, that's a scary moment. And we're gonna talk today about how you go about dealing with that. What is the best method to stay safe, minimize damage when they're just rhino rushing you? It's like, whoa, full charge. First of all, happy 2025, everybody. I missed actually making a video on January 1st. I was off, doing my thing, having some fun, taking a little break. But January 2nd, we're back and we're gonna have a great year of videos. Great collabs, big exciting one coming up in May. I'll make sure we have many others throughout the year. Obviously more courses coming, one that I'm particularly really excited about. So we have lots to look forward here through 2025. And we're starting off with a very important topic because it doesn't matter if you're competing in the ring or you're competing at the gym. I have been in this situation where people are full attacking you and you're going, well, shoot, I don't really train for that. When we have a partner across from us and we're drilling, we don't have somebody trying to completely decapitate us. And that does actually happen. Now, when is this most likely to happen? Well, opponents are fresh early on in the fight for sure, but most people aren't gonna charge out in the first 10 seconds because they know the risk. A lot of times this will come, in my experience, later in the fight when they know they're losing. And the number of times that I've been sitting on the stool going into the last round and my quarterman, usually my brother, tells me, look it, he's gonna come out with everything he has. That's still a bit of a scary, intimidating moment. So I'm gonna throw these on and I'm gonna show you my preferred method. And of course, you guys know, I always have video footage to back up what I'm saying. So I'll roll a few clips here of what my preferred method is. You can see it. Look at these 3 clips, see if you can tie together what my suggestions will be, but then I'll actually break it down for you.
I'm impressed with Varga's ability in the 6th round.
And Ronnie with the left uppercut, and now they just exchange in the center of the ring. And Ronnie encouraging him to bring it.
Ronnie getting his second win.
So the very first thing which you might have noticed there is I am mixing a lot of defense, but I'm also throwing my offense back in between. If you go completely defensive, I just go, okay, this guy's gonna come out and I'm just gonna cover up and do nothing else. You give this person strength. You give them a lack of fear. So even if you are going, okay, they're gonna throw 5 shots and I'm only gonna throw 1 back, that's enough to at least make this guy recognize he can't bull rush forward without consequences. So you still have to throw offense back. The next thing, personally, which I do not like to do, is compromise my hands and drop them way down here and go into head movement. You will see me execute slips, but generally my hands are still up. Now, in the moments where that fear comes and you know somebody's trying to rip your head off, having that high guard and that ability to just stand there and kind of go, yeah, I don't care. I don't care what you're doing right now. I'm calm, I'm collected, and I can just absorb shots. That is great as well. But it's even better when you start moving your feet and making them miss in the process. So if we combine our offense, the occasional attack back, we put together a high guard with the occasional head movement, and we start moving our feet as well, we all of a sudden have a recipe for no matter how aggressive this person gets, we don't have to be scared and we can deal with what they are bringing. Now, what happens very often, the reason people are not able to do this, perhaps as well as I can sometimes, is because when we train, we're very often standing here, we practice pushing forward, we'll do some head work, we'll take a pause, but not too often do we see people where they're actually gonna go, okay, I'm gonna pretend high guard, start moving my feet, roll, back to high guard, mixing defense. That's what I'm talking about today. The ability to combine the defense and mix in your counter shots. I've already shown you the video footage. I can demonstrate it actually does work. And I'm a big advocate for not locking in on one defensive style. Don't go, oh, I only have to slip Because when you get caught and then you continue to try to slip, that's when you get KO'd. And we've seen some of the best fighters in the world do that. They get too committed to one type of defense, they get punished for it. If you're in the high guard and you're starting to get rattled around, you're going, oh, this is starting to hurt me, then you take a step back and you use your footwork. If the footwork's not working and you keep backing up and they're on you, then yeah, you have to go to a high guard or to some head movement. Mixing it up will make all the difference, and it gives you that ability again to look at that opponent across the ring, go, okay, he's coming at me with everything he has. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I have all these different options that I can work between. And of course, yes, I am throwing the occasional bit of offense back in between my defense, but then sometimes when he takes his break, because inevitably he's going to get tired. As soon as they get tired, as soon as they slow down from that high output, then you come in, you crack them, you give him some hard shots. Yeah, he might fire back again, but bit by bit, that first 30 seconds, that first minute is going to dwindle away. And then, in my experience, you're always back to your zone, where it's not going to be aggression that wins fights, but it's going to be technique and thought. To be clever. We put all that together and all of a sudden we have a sound strategy for defeating overly aggressive opponents. Staying safe and avoiding that charge, which just in my mind usually doesn't work. Occasionally it will on certain opponents, but usually not. So there's my first video, guys, of 2025. I hope that helps you just clean up everything and remove that fear of overly aggressive opponents. We'll see you guys back here very soon.